it like what can we expect as, and I'm not sure here how frightening it would be if a literal country with hundreds of islands just disappeared off maps. Like the firstly, the emotional damage would be incredible. The economic impact of a country disappearing, potentially millions, billions of dollars disappearing because of climate change. Like there seems to be more and more as we kind of progress and learn and listen to the science, there seems to be a very, very real danger of a catastrophic economic impact of climate change, and that's becoming more and more real.
Unfortunately, I have to say here, when it comes to economic impact and the wake-up effect, it will depend a lot on what country will sink. I'm very sorry for having to say that, but uh, we see with the events such as war that the Russia is waging against Ukraine, with the coverage of the outcomes of COP26 and so on and so on, that the world, in terms of its capability to act, is highly dependent on the length of Western media attention cycle.
Mm-hmm.
And thus, especially in the economic context of today, even if, and I'm saying this with great sadness, but I think it's important to call a spade, that if we see tomorrow a country like, I don't know, say Palau, that John Kerry is visiting right now. I met some of the members of delegations of Palau at COP26, wonderful people, had to travel 5 days to reach Glasgow. Fascinating story. If Palau disappears tomorrow, we will see perhaps, I don't know, a few weeks of reports on CNN and stuff like that. We will see like a lot of like concerts and pledges and so on. Potentially, I don't know, same Australia will save some people and bring them as refugees. But the economic impact, I am not sure if it will be priced in by the most developed economies and societies to the level of the urgency that would be required. Simply because we are in that stage of historical development, or rather historical repetition, where something that is happening beyond your borders is always scary, and you would rather wish it away. I mean, we should not look any further than the U.S. under the presidency of Donald Trump, for example. And we see the huge appeal that is exercised by Marine Le Pen right now in the second round of the presidential election in France. So I unfortunately am not in the camp of those who think that a catastrophe will change the mind of the key policymakers in the West. If anything, it will probably make them dig in and defend themselves even more, to avoid conceding that it's been their policies that ultimately led, or like lack of necessary policies that led to this. So, if you want to see an example of this, look at how unapologetic Angela Merkel is right now for her energy policy, even though this is literally what prevents Germany right now from acting way more forcefully on sanctions against Russia.
Mm-hmm.